Mike made me slow down.
He did?
I was drinking too fast.
I did not. You lie. You liar.
We're live?
We're live. Are we on 13?
Juice on your drink?
So what I understand, I won't give it away. But yes.
All right.
Yes.
How about?
It's going to be an interesting conversation.
All right. Let's do one. All right. So we made it to the next day. I don't know. I think maybe this is my new favorite. You know,
The pink?
I like the yellow, but I mean that's all right. What do you think?
I
feel very professional.
You look professional.
You know, like I feel like this is.
I mean, your tan is, if you had one, was really standing out. It looks good.
These are. I mean,
good job on these.
This is fun stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we know how to fun. We have fun. All right, we are into the midnight. So. Guess what? We're going to be done today.
What?
Today we're going to finish. Yeah, we'll be done today.
It's a long
Is
way.
it too soon?
We already got one soldier down.
Who went down?
Peggy.
Oh yeah, Chloe's room.
Yeah.
That was a few hours ago.
Yeah, I know, but it's.
Oh, did she? Oh, really?
Yeah, she was like, I'm out.
All right.
She made it longer than I thought.
Who do we got leaving? Oh, Marvin.
Should we look?
Yeah. Go ahead.
There they are. They're leaving.
Take that. Thank you. All right, people. Here we go.
All right.
I guess I can get rid of that one. Nope.
It was on top.
Thank you.
Hi, my friend.
Who's on?
Don.
Huh?
Don Papoyas.
Not yet.
I see him on the camera.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't think that's live.
Oh, you're on the wrong one. You have to restart it. Hold on. Hey, did you restart the TV?
Oh.
Sorry, we are. We're getting it set, folks.
I hope people understand they have to reconnect, right?
Oh yeah, we'll give them a few. Yeah, because there's nobody on right now, probably. Yeah. Are we live?
We're live. We're talking to the world.
Okay. Oh, you checked? All right, we're good. All right. So here we are, midnight hour, 13th one, right?
13.
All right. So we're coming in with a very, very classic cocktail, and that is the gimlet. And
I've never heard of the gimlet.
No.
So
it's a bit of an odd. It's not an odd drink, but a lot of people just don't know what it is, or afraid of it, or
afraid of it.
Yeah, I think so. So and a lot of people don't know. So there's I think because I don't know why, but there's you can order yourself a gimlet, which is, well, first of all, shout out. This is an anonymous. But I will say this anonymous group is very awesome, and they are out west. So what's nice about this one is that, it's 9 p.m. for them. So kind of an easy one. First, John, sorry. I'll get some. Oh, I know what I need.
You need a monster.
I need a monster. I'm going to have to go get one. Yeah, it's time.
Get you one.
Yeah? Orange?
Keep talking. Yeah.
No, I'll keep talking. So, but anyway... this cocktail originally was gin, but you can order, if you just order a gimlet, you'll end up getting a gin. You should, but you can order a vodka gimlet as well. And I think some people get really confused because I think gimlet sounds like gin, like gin. I don't know. So people are like, well, what is it anyway? So it's actually a very simple drink, and it's kind of a pretty drink. So come in. What's going on?
We just want to watch.
Well, come on in. Get in here. We're doing a gimlet.
Okay.
Are you gimlet fans?
No.
Too much.
Go ahead. We'll try it.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, you want
Oh, look at
Switch out?
this. Switching out the audience.
We'll switch out.
You have your gimlet belt on. Cheese on it. You're fine. Tree. Yeah.
Sorry.
Trees. So new. Oh,
Are you
yeah.
live?
You're not only live, but now you're on camera. Say hi to everybody.
Yay! Little Monster.
Gonna need a few of those.
Yeah, they'll help. So, what do you think so far?
Awesome.
Favorite cocktail so far?
Well done.
The Marg, for sure.
Yeah.
The green lady.
That was surprisingly
Was
good.
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I would absolutely make that again. But the Marg, I feel like I could have sweetened a little bit. I think the orange juice was it was good, but it's winter oranges. I always forget, like, sometimes fruit is not as fresh.
It's not as good.
Yeah, and it's not as juicy, and I could tell that it wasn't.
I thought it was great.
But if
Yeah.
you thought it was great, then
We drank it. It was good.
We did.
yeah. So nothing's getting poured down the drain. We're good. So we're doing a gimlet. Classic cocktail. Always sounds like just this very prestigious. Like I always imagine, like that sounds like sophisticated. Like if you go out to a bar and order a gimlet, people are gonna be like, "That's a sophisticated person."
I'm ordering
What
one
I
next time.
try it, see what happens. It's also a classy AF, and that's probably what would really give it away.
Right.
Order a gimlet and say gimlet, please, because I'm classy AF, and then people are going to sit back and take notice and be like, "Oh yeah, that's a person."
You know you're
This
classy
is
when you say you're classy.
yeah, absolutely. But this is definitely one of the cocktails where I love all bars, but there are certain things you order in some bars and certain things you don't order in others. Well, hi, Denver. And this is definitely one that you're going into a nice bar and ordering it. You're not ordering this like the local. It'll get ruined. Now, saying that, it's an easy drink. But before I make it, it goes back. I was saying this. 1953 is where most people believe this came about, and it was one of the times we'll talk about the British Royal Navy. So the British Royal Navy, they did some drinking because they carried a lot of booze on their ships, and they used to get rations. And but one of the things they would do is they would mix gin with lime juice, not just any lime juice, Rose's lime juice, like the stuff you see. So that was from like 1867, and that is what they would mix it with. And it was always medicinal, you know. By the way, if you're young and you get drunk and you try to get out of trouble, I can tell you, telling your mom that you're doing it because it was medicinal does not work at all. But apparently back in the time, it did. So they would mix it with Navy strength gin. Navy strength gin, in case you're wondering, is about 114 proof. It's wicked strong.
That's a lot.
That's some heavy hitting gin. And so anyway, we're gonna make it not with that. We're gonna use some regular old gin. Actually, we're gonna go with some fresh bottle of 5 Stories. This is their botanical gin. It's delicious. If I can get it open.
Ooh, botanical gin. See,
what I was
that's
talking
we were talking about.
What?
Out there. Yeah.
What
right.
was it? Hibiscus.
Yeah, I was in Australia, and my sister-in-law had a gin, and it was like hibiscus orange or something.
All
It was
right.
amazing gin. I haven't been able to find it.
Well, this might be your.
This could be it.
this
My
could
new
be it.
go-to.
Well, I'm gonna find out soon. Well, this may be your drink. So, and this is local. This one, Northern Row.
Okay.
Have you been? Oh, it smells nice. All right, so what are we going with? 2.5 ounces. All these odd.
It's funny. It says devised by outcasts
Yeah, there's a.
and over the Rhine. I love it.
Better.
All right, so 2.5. Then we're going to come in. This is where it gets a. I don't want to say scary. A little scary.
Do we need the fire extinguisher again?
No, no fires, but it's only 1/2 ounce of lime juice, which is it's not a lot.
Not.
Not a lot.
And then 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. And then, because it is juice, add a little ice.
Shake it.
We're going to shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Your arm is gonna hurt.
I
24 hours.
know, right?
I was thinking that earlier.
This only keeps me awake.
Right bicep is gonna be like
Yeah.
really big.
Yeah.
Really show off that tattoo.
All right. There it is. And then we fancy it up because we put it in a cube. Oh, it smells nice. We're going to decorate the heck out of it.
What's been your favorite drink so far?
Tonight?
Mine was number 1. Painkiller.
Oh, that
I was so
painkiller.
mad I missed it because painkillers
Oh.
are my favorite.
Oh, then it was bad.
Yeah, it was horrible. All right, we're going to try this again.
Love painkillers.
There it is. So here is your gimlet. You going to try?
Absolutely.
All right. May I first? Oh, yeah. It's actually nice. You'll like it. So it's botanical. It's not, bless you. It's not herby. It's really smooth. The lime is enough citrus. It's sweet enough. Give it a little try.
Gonna have gin.
And look how delicious.
Oh, that we were talking about.
See what you think.
I like that.
Yeah?
Yes. Classy.
Well, you're a classy lady, so
AF.
Classy AF.
AF.
AF. And
Aren't we all?
oh,
Right.
Yeah,
That's good.
that is good.
right? Not bad.
Not bad.
I you know,
need a picture of that bottle so I can get you.
hook you up. I will. I'll tell you. It's again. I think it's one of those cocktails that a lot of people are afraid of because they just have no idea what it is, and if you've never had it, you're gonna be afraid of it.
What's it called again?
Gimlet.
Gimlet.
Yep.
I mean,
There's-
it's just gin and lime juice and simple syrup, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a another classic, and I think I did it a while ago. One of the classic ways to serve it is also they'll sometimes put those pearl onions in it.
Yeah. Mm.
And have you ever seen those? Yeah. And that's what they'll put in there. And I think they typically do that with a vodka gimlet, and then they'll put those little pearl onions in it. I'm a bigger fan of the gin with all that. I think that's a little better one.
Anyone want to get
And in case you're wondering, the name came from, people believe that, so the Sir Thomas Gimlet, he was the naval surgeon, and they believe that he was involved the time when they were putting the gin with the Rose's lime for scurvy, and so they give credit, and some people think it was named after him.
Nice.
And so the British Royal Navy were nicknamed limeys. And the reason they were called limeys is because of all the limes that they would eat while they were out at sea.
Well, it was medicinal.
Well, purely medicinal. Always medicinal. So, here's your...
Yeah.
Yes, this. I'll keep those.
You moving on?
I think we're moving on.
All right.
We are.
I'm in there.
Collars?
14.
Venmo. Aw, Lacey, thank you.
I'm back.
You did a donation.
Oh, I did. Yes.
Thank you very
Of course.
much. Yeah, most expensive gimlet you've ever.
Right.
Right? Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Big tipper.
Yeah,
This one.
yeah. Well, she's classy.
Classy. AF.
Classy AF. Oh, my. Ooh, not much in this one.
I think.
No.
What, you getting notes now?
I know. I know what this is. Oh, was this a country?
It's Kentucky.
Oh, the Commonwealth.
Gino.
Ah,
Yeah,
all right. That was pretty artistic.
that is right.
Yeah.
There it is. The
That's North Carolina.
huh?
That's North Carolina. That's Kentucky. There you go.
I'm getting treats in every basket.
So, right. Kentucky, North Carolina.
Huh. That's pretty. But wow.
I don't know.
No,
I've
got
already
this.
ruined it for you.
No, you're fine. We got this. All right. So, Alan, you ready?
I'm ready.
Of all the challenges out there, this one was thrown at me. This is the biggest challenge. It's true. So somebody thought it would be funny to try, and I think we're missing one of these.
I don't know. I only have that one.
Should be.
So the Commonwealth was a challenge?
Yeah, so the Commonwealth, if you ever look up this cocktail, this is dubbed the most complicated, expensive, hardest to make cocktail in the world. And in the Commonwealth. So this is nothing to do with the Commonwealth of Kentucky. But funny story, I will proudly tell you that. So I'm actually licensed to practice law in a few states. Ohio was the first one. And the second one, because we live so close, was the law firm I worked at said, okay, everybody, after a year, you go
Take the Kentucky test.
take the Kentucky bar. Let's go do it. So you can practice in either one. We don't have to worry about it. Well, I figured I just took the bar. This will be easy. So I just winged it. Now, I failed. But I will tell you why I failed, I believe, is because I had just taken a bar exam. And when you take a bar exam, you have to, it's all essay. I mean, all it is question, it's horrible. One question, and then you basically just write until they tell you have to stop. And as I wrote the answers for this, I would say, well, according to state law, and under the previous state this, state that, I guarantee you I failed because I is in Kentucky, and I should have never said state. I would have written, because I went back and took it again. And I studied, but I also changed and used the word Commonwealth throughout my essay, and I passed.
Ha!
So
See? There you have it. The Commonwealth of Kentucky.
now I know.
Now you know. And
So-
maybe if you had a paper Kentucky,
I
it
would have done
helped
much
the
better.
situation.
I feel like that would have helped.
And that was like in 2 minutes of research.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Not even 8.
No, these are.
2 minutes of research.
I'm going to put you behind here pretty soon. So, this cocktail, the Commonwealth, it's the most complicated cocktail in the world. 71 ingredients. Now, a lot of people don't know where the 71 ingredients, why they did this. Well, in fact, there are what are called the Commonwealth Games. And these are like these, it's kind of like the Olympics. And it involves 71 different nations. So this guy decided he was going to create a cocktail that had one ingredient from every country that was participating in the Commonwealth Games, 71. And it's everything from, in Africa, there's something called the Devil's Claw. There's, let's see, dragon fruit from America's loganberries. My favorite, though, is out of Asia, one of the countries in Asia. They actually have durian fruit. Now, do you know what durian fruit is? Shelb? Durian fruit? Am I saying it right?
Sure.
The king fruit? You know what I'm talking about? So it's known. So it's massive. And then you cut it open. But it's actually banned in a lot of places. Like you can't eat it. You can't cut it open. A lot of people love it. And the reason is because of the smell.
Isn't it bad?
Yeah, it's
Is it like a corpse flower or something?
Yeah. So it's like this rotten, putrid smell, and some people love it. It's basically the malort of fruit. Wow. Tune into hour one for that one. How about me bringing malort back into the picture?
Malort is trending on Google right now.
Yeah, malort.
Thanks,
malort.
Thanks, Todd.
Yeah. So, are you the one that got Todd to?
Yeah,
That was you.
yeah. Forward Fitness.
I did not know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Todd Ward from Forward Fitness.
Todd, thank you.
Yeah.
I did not. I missed the connection. So thank you.
Yeah. He's an old friend and my personal trainer.
It was awesome. I hope you liked this cocktail. I gave him a shout out, and I have a Christmas ornament for him, the official Malort Christmas bulb, which I'm sure he's got several of them. But anyway, yeah. So it's the king of fruits, and it is again. They literally have signs up in parts of this country where you're not don't eat it here. You can't bring it on like the bus and all that. That's how bad it reeks. So anyway, somebody thought it would be fun. Oh, by the way, this is shout out Marandino Cemetery Cares. This is their cocktail.
Yeah.
They picked this.
Hey, Gino.
Gino.
I'm sure he's up watching. He's not up. Yeah.
Wake up, Gino.
Wake up. The challenge is to wake up.
So, long story short, I'm not doing it. I can't. Like, so the 71 ingredients are so rare and like spread all over literally the world. Like it's impossible. Like the cost to even try to make this cocktail is ridiculous. However, thank you Canada, because in Canada they also have a cocktail that is dubbed the Commonwealth cocktail, and that's the one I'm going to make for you, even though it's not the one you wanted at all. But it actually sounds kind of good, so we're going to try it.
Because Paul lives in the loophole.
I live in the loophole. That's exactly right.
Alan, will you hand me the wood?
The what?
The wood next to the unicorn.
There you go. Would you like the unicorn back?
No. Mm-mm.
Unicorn
It's not
stays.
necessary, yes.
Okay.
Finish it off.
All right, we'll leave
What's it left?
that there. What do we got? Oh, wow. You guys tore up the gimlet.
He's a Commonwealth.
That was classy.
That was classy. Yeah.
Down to the last sip.
Interesting. I don't think that's the rocks class, I think. Hold.
Need rocks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's my. All right. So, anyway, let's make the darn thing. The only thing 71 might be 71 pieces of broken ice in here, but that's about it. So, we're going to go with whiskey. What kind of whiskey should we use? Want to use some Tennessee whiskey? Sounds good, right?
Yes, they need it because they lost their football game tonight. So.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do this one.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, thank you, sir. All right, so we're going to go 1.5 ounces of whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. And Grand Marnier. which makes it sound fun, right?
And classy.
Yeah.
Sounds
And
classy.
Oh yeah, we're right back to classy.
Classy bunch.
Half an ounce. And then, oh, I thought I had my own little bell. And then half an ounce lemon juice. That is it. That is
Oh, that one makes me nervous.
this one.
Mm.
I know. Trust me. I've made a lot of nervous cocktails here. I feel like this better be cold. Time to drink. Bell's going off. I love it. And then we're going to just load up with some ice. What do we think?
Yeah, sure.
Where'd Randy go?
He
Work?
went home. He's
Oh.
coming back. We're both coming back actually at like 5:30 or 6.
Ooh. It's a good early morning.
That's commitment.
Randy
is.
is a very early riser.
Okay.
It doesn't matter when he goes to bed, he's still getting up at 5:30.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It's just, it was great when our kids were newborns.
I know,
That's
because
what- yeah, because I was like, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And my kids are going to be up at 7 no matter what time I go to bed.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah. Now, like,
Joy.
you're lucky if they get up at noon.
There it is,
I can't
Commonwealth.
wait.
It does look nice, right?
Yeah.
Looks like
Does
a
look
drink
great.
of Kentucky.
We're Virginia.
Or Virginia.
So,
Is there the Commonwealth of Virginia?
I think there's 4
guess
Yeah.
it's a Commonwealth
There's
of
4
whatever.
Commonwealths.
There's 4.
Tennessee, Virginia.
Kentucky.
Is it no, it's not Commonwealth,
I
Tennessee.
don't think Tennessee.
No, I
is.
said that because we were down it. Oh, that could be it.
Want me to Google it?
Yeah,
Yes,
probably.
we definitely need to find that out.
Yeah, but it is, Virginia and Kentucky for sure.
And like you could have Virginia if you like inverted Kentucky, maybe.
Yeah, and also
like
South
sort of.
Carolina.
Yeah.
That's South Carolina, I was told.
North Carolina.
All right, North Carolina. Oh,
North
sorry. Yeah, I don't want to. My bad.
Kentucky, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Virginia.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. Ooh, nice. Oh. Yeah,
Here's to the Commonwealth.
Commonwealth. 71
4 of them.
ingredients.
All 4 of them.
You know what we should have done? I just thought about this. Magic of cameras. What we should have done is I should have said, so, and here we go. I'm going to get out the ingredients. And then we could have, like, froze the camera. And been like, and then technical difficulty. And then cut back and say, and then there you go. So all 71 ingredients. And sorry if you... Another great recipe. So, all right. So that's it. That is your... shout out to Gino Marandino Cemetery Cares. So yeah, he's in Jersey, I believe. I know he is.
Go Gino.
And
Like right now, at this very moment.
he's probably in bed, like specifically and trying to think. I don't even know. They cover a lot of states now. And they basically do a lot of cemetery maintenance and care, like not only from like lawn and beautification, but I think even managing, helping like run some cemeteries and everything. So they do a lot. They're busy. So what do you got?
Oh, Ron chimed in with Pennsylvania and Massachusetts.
So now we have smart people.
Yeah, we have 2
Now we get smart people.
Yeah.
Smart people are up.
All right.
Thank you, Smarty Pan.
So what are we on to? That was 14.
That was 14.
All right.
On to
Cocktail 15. Cocktail 15.
But I feel like you need to hand out cocktail 14 first.
Yeah, let's.
Like we're gonna share it over
Yeah.
here. Okay. So excited for you to get this one again. This is Woodford, Paul.
Uh-oh.
Well, might as well just try it.
Which one?
That one.
Oh, you doing it?
I mean, why not?
Why not?
Where did the chefs
wood.
go?
Oh, there's a ball. There's a.
I got it.
on there, okay.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, this is a straight up one.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one can see
Not
my
getting
face.
close to that.
What flavor is that?
No.
What
I
is it?
mean,
I didn't even
it's
look.
all right.
What was it? The last one?
Yeah.
The last one
Wait,
was
this
a whiskey.
This is whiskey.
Yeah,
Do you need that?
Anybody
No.
want whiskey?
I do not.
Whiskey?
Get rid of that.
We're I don't know if you can see this, Paul.
Yeah,
But it's
Oh, just
We're-
whiskey.
it's awful quiet out there.
awful quiet out
I
there.
don't want to say anything. I keep looking at this like I'm going to be able to tell time with it. My watch is like, "Are you serious? You're supposed to be in bed." It's like shutting down. All right,
Well, it's
15.
almost 1 o'clock. You got 20 minutes.
15.
15.
All right, here we go. So, I don't think this one was anonymous.
It says it was.
Does it say anonymous?
I can find out. Hey, what
You
kind of
gotta come
whiskey
over.
is in that?
Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it says it is.
So,
Tennessee whiskey.
so we are about to do actually a very classic cocktail. Like this again. This is
Another classic.
Yeah, well, no, classic,
Oh,
but it's classy too.
Classic.
But it's a classic. So we're going with the Manhattan. So the Manhattan is, for everybody that's old fashioned, then there's people that are the Manhattan. I've never been, I don't mind the Manhattan, but I've never gotten into it quite as
I'm a
much.
whiskey drinker.
Who was our whiskey drinker?
Michael.
Oh,
Yeah, he's enjoying it out there.
oh, excellent. I'm going to wait, no, actually, hold on, don't mind me. There we go. Do something nice. So this one was asked to definitely be a Woodford. So we're going to use some nice, good Woodford.
Double oaked.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like the one very much. So this goes back to the 1800s, late 1800s, 1880. Most people give credit to the creation of the Manhattan to Dr. Ian Marshall. And he was actually in charge of putting on a party for Lady Churchill, who was the mother of Winston Churchill. And the reason that it ended up being called the Manhattan, because he created this drink for that party, was because the party took place at the Manhattan Club in New York. So just happened to be a really good drink that he made for a party. Ain't that the truth? Kind of like the Green Lady, right? So this is another, I think, cocktail that is really easy to do and really easy to mess up. Now, the only thing that I have to do is I might need one more glass.
What size?
That same size, and I'll tell
rocks?
you. Yeah,
Okay.
because this one they want straight up, so I will have to. I'll make it with ice and then strain it out.
I might not be taste testing.
I won't be taste testing that.
Yeah. Well, once we take it off camera, I can put a big cube in it.
No, period.
No.
I'm a big bourbon fan.
Yeah.
No.
I don't do whiskey or bourbon or.
I never used to, but I do like. Thank you. So here's how we're gonna do this straight up, because we still have to get it chilled first. So in some ways, this is actually an easier cocktail to make. It is just 2 ounces. There you go. And then 1 ounce of sweet vermouth. And again, most people say they don't like vermouth. I always tell people it's because it was probably bad when you got it, because it doesn't last long. It's fortified wine, but a few months you got to get rid of it.
Even if it's not cracked?
It'll last cracked.
Okay.
But it'll last cracked. Awful little early to be getting the.
It's only 60 more to go.
Only
Get
60 more
squirrely
drinks to do.
already.
Already 60 more. I got the giggles already. So then we're coming in with two kinds of bitters. Angostura bitters. Those are the aromatic, and we're going to do 2 dashes in there. And then we're going to come in with orange bitters. 1 of those. And what I would say is I would throw just cubes in here to bear with me, people. We will. I feel like it's got to be chilled. And then one thing a lot of people, see what they did here? Woodford.
That's why they needed that.
That's why we had to have that back. I'll do that. Definitely the cherries make the Woodford. So what I would do is a bar spoon, I'd put a few cherries in it, and I would always want this syrup.
That really darkened that up.
Then, if you are a straight up, we're going to turn around. Don't worry, I'm not going to let those cherries go to waste. Oh no, they're coming back. But it's got to be cold, and then there you go. That is a Manhattan straight up cherries on the boot. It always smells good. Yeah, it's actually really good. Yeah,
I think that's the first time I've heard him go.
that's surprising.
Surprised yourself.
Yeah. Give it a try. I think you may be
Go for it,
surprised.
Lacey.
No, it's actually good.
Right?
I mean, yes.
Surprising, right?
Mm.
She's afraid.
No, it is. If I can handle
This
it.
makes me nervous.
No, if I can handle it, you can.
So a lot of people are afraid of
Comments.
dark liquors, but
You
a
gonna take
lot of
that?
times, yeah, it's good.
But it's,
Well,
you know,
no.
Alan, where are we on time? I
We
feel like
are.
Manhattan?
We are
Manhattan, anyone?
early. The next one is not supposed to schedule till 1 a.m. and it's 12:45.
oh, we're good. So here's what I'd like to do. I think we ought to let's share a little bit with people. So for some of you've been we have I wanted to do the new video.
Okay.
Just, a lot of people ask, how did it get started? How does it go on? And I always tell people there's so much behind the scenes stuff that goes on. Like the easy part, I hate to say it, but the easy part is handing them out to people, right? What people don't realize is it's this stuff. It's raising money like we're doing right now. It's then turning around after you raise money, ordering all these coats. It's getting them delivered. It's spending literally a solid day, taking 8 pallets. That's where we're at right now of coats that we order, breaking them down out of the box, sorting them, getting them in organized. It's brutal behind the scenes, not rewarding. It's rewarding, but it's not. You're not seeing smiles on faces.
A lot of hard work.
Yes,
A lot of hard work. And yes, you're the one on camera, but there are so many people that
Exactly.
assist in this.
Thank you. Yes, that's exactly it. So I think we ought to show that video. We'll take a few minutes, let people kind of see what else we do, and we'll go from there.
I mean, I've known that like kids are going on. Like when I went to the meeting, I could see whose kids were going, and I wrote their kids' letters.
I'm double clicking.
You are. Oh, what is? Don't want that.
Don't like that.
What's that extra window now?
This?
Yeah.
I don't know. So maybe I should kill it.
Yeah, I think so. All right.
I'll just.
No. You just don't hit the middle of it. I think you're hitting the middle of that video, and that's what's hitting it. Like catch the edge of that window.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
There you go.
I'll just drag it down.
From behind a bar, Paul Lemasters is serving up cocktails for Coats. He's using what started as a way to get through COVID-19 lockdown to now raise money for Coats this winter.
I'm naive in many ways. And when we first did this and we started, they got more and more. And I thought, well, we're gonna run out of people to give coats to. And you don't, because every year somebody needs a new coat.
12 years ago, he started the LC Coat Drive, though it's grown into quite the operation, donating 5,000 new coats to St. Vincent de Paul most recently. When it started, it was just a family affair.
This started off really with teaching my kids the art of giving back. We did 4 coats one year. 4 coats, and we bought new coats, took them to St. Vincent de Paul. I wanted my kids to see what that was like.
And it stuck. He didn't expect the reaction 1 year later.
And the next year, my kids kind of threw it back at me and said, hey, are we giving more coats this year? No, what do you say? No. So you said, yeah, of course we are. And we're going to do a little bit more. And it's been a great feeling because not only have we grown it within our family, now it's bigger than us.
This year, he's going old-fashioned with a 24-hour telethon. You can catch it on his Facebook or YouTube. And while he collects cash, he's serving up 50 cocktails from Saturday to Sunday night. It's a fun twist on what he's found is a real necessity for so many.
I know the demand. We get calls from schools and local organizations asking, can you bring us 50 coats, 100 coats? And I'm honored and humbled when we're able to say, yes, we can.
As we move into winter, St. Vincent de Paul is gearing up to help the less fortunate. Fox 19 Now's Jordan Valines is live at the West End YMCA with how folks can get a free coat today, and the time is now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They're about to start opening the doors here into this gym any minute. I just heard them actually make an announcement a few seconds ago. We saw that line earlier. Again, even before the doors opened, there were dozens of people lined up to get a winter coat. Of course, with these temperatures dropping, that's what's imperative. But you know what, Jessica? I want to point out something that's even more imperative that I find so inspiring this morning, and that is this gentleman right here. We're talking to a man named Paul. Okay, this guy, you guys are not going to believe this. This guy came in and donated hundreds of coats. Paul, talk to me about, the incredible success that you've had in being able to accomplish this goal today.
We started off years ago. We just donated as a family 4 coats.
Yeah.
And we liked it, wanted to do more. Kids pushed. And so we just, every year we grew it, and I started asking for people to donate money.
Right.
And so we raise, almost $20,000 every year.
Wow.
And then we go to Old Navy and we buy new coats. And this was our largest year. We were able to buy 750 brand new coats, and then we bring them down and give them away.
Paul, the miracle maker, right here on this Saturday morning. Thank you so much, Paul. I'll toss it back to you guys. But, we did talk with Paul earlier, so you're going to be able to hear from him throughout the day and also on tonight's newscast as well. For now, reporting live, Jordan Valines, Fox 19 Now.
At least 3 Old Navies today, and we'll probably clean each one of them out.
When Paul Masters walks into a store, he brings a team of power shoppers with him.
All right, you got boys? We have 3 of these.
They literally clear the racks of coats, stocking up on bargains for a good cause. Paul says it started as a gesture to teach his kids about giving.
About 8 years ago, it was a little thing with the family. Took the kids, said, this year we're not, buying stuff for us. Let's buy. So we literally bought 4 coats. It's enough for hopefully a family.
It snowballed from there, eventually turning into an avalanche of giving.
We just kind of kept growing from there until eventually we were at 500 coats. We ended up donating at 6, 7. Last year was 800 brand new coats. So it's been pretty amazing.
They were out hitting the stores today for the same reason a lot of people were, for the big discounts. And they know that getting out and doing this in person really kicks off the holiday spirit, not just for their family, but for a lot of other people too. Earlier this week, there was a fundraiser so people can donate to the cause. Paul says he could shop online or strike deals with companies to pick up donations directly from the loading dock, but he wants to be more hands-on.
You feel good, and other people feel good. And while we're doing this, people will walk up and say, "What are you doing?" And we tell the story, and then people are like, "Oh my gosh, I want to help." So they'll give money, or they'll buy a coat and hand it over. And it's just great to see.
Their shopping spree won't be over until they've bought 850 coats, enough to fill this U-Haul truck. And their involvement doesn't end there. They like to take part in the St. Vincent de Paul Coat Drive distributions too.
You can't write a check and just be like, "I did something." I believe you have to be involved because it gets other people involved.
From Mason, Andrew Setters, WLWT News 5.
Shout out to everybody who donated.
As the doors opened at Elder High School's Shaper Center, the line stretched around the building. After a year of smaller events, this return to the St. Vincent de Paul coat distribution warmed hearts by sharing a warm coat with our neighbors in need.
That's all that our mission is about. We're all about that personal connection. So this is one day we're able to, fortunately, be able to help out hundreds of people, but St. Vincent de Paul, we're helping people every day, not just these distribution events.
In 3 distributions across the region, St. Vincent de Paul will provide coats for about 4,000 people. Each donation, a heartwarming gift, neighbor to neighbor.
I'm honored to help, but more I'm humbled and grateful for, you mentioned last year was a difficult year, the generosity that people have shown us that allow us to move this forward.
The LeMasters family have been longtime donors to this coat drive. This year, they brought in almost 2,000 coats to help someone else fight the winter cold.
We have about 25, 30 people that help us throughout the year now to be able to raise the money, to be able to get the coats, to be able to sort them, to deliver them. It's beyond us.
Brian Hodgman and his son Corey volunteered to shop and sort and do whatever needed to be done. From one neighbor to another, personal shoppers connected, finding the perfect coat, sharing the warmth of the season and the tri-state.
How are you? Good. Did you find one of your lives? Hi. How are you today?
And the message of caring for each other.
We've seen a lot of people come through these doors today, and it's been all demographics, and great to see the kids at Elder getting out, and then also the parents like me as well.
Richard Childs, WLWT News 5.
has been a family outing event that we've been doing for years, and it's been great to see Max and Chloe not only help every year and do more every year in this event, but also bring their friends and watch them grow as they've done this. They have definitely given us the hands-on from the very beginning when it was going and shopping on Black Friday with the U-Haul to now where they bring their high schools. Shout out to Elder, shout out to Seton, and they come and spend what was a very cold day, again doing all the behind the scenes work to get these coats ready for all the schools. Coats, and more coats. Gotta love all these brand new coats. And from pallets and boxes to bagged coats that are all now part of our inventory, we now get ready for the final part, and that's getting to deliver these coats to a lot of schools, a lot of organizations, a lot of kids and a lot of adults that will walk away with a brand new coat. So not only shout out to everybody that helps us behind the scenes get it ready, shout out to everybody out there who helped to donate and give us the funding so we're able to do it. You are looking at somewhere between $40,000 to $50,000 worth of coats that are going to make hopefully 2,000 kids smile and stay warm this year. So thanks to all of you. Here we are. Well done.
Well done.
All right, so, all right, Alan, put all of our little windows back up.
Oh yeah.
Thanks
for that reminder.
That's all right. Shelby will get on both of us if we don't do it. Number 15.
16.
The only thing I know about her, she likes the second baseman.
Going to 16.
No, we're in. Oh, you're right. I'm sitting here looking at this. You're right. That's yeah. We're boom. Here we are, 16. Wow. We're almost done.
We're almost done.
Yeah, heck, we're there. It's getting easy now. All right, so number 16. Michigan.
Yeah.
This is where our sponsor's coming out of. I think they have marked anonymous.
No.
No? Okay. All right. Resurrection. So Resurrection Cemetery. up in Michigan. Great group of folks. And we anyway, they great cemetery, several locations up and around Detroit area, and they have been very kind. And so actually the request, so I think they sponsored last year. I feel like we did, because he, main guy, he definitely has a hockey side to him. And I feel like we did some sort of a hockey Canadian drink, but I can't remember. I should have done more research. But this one, he was very clear. He said something simple, a good, simple cocktail that you can have and, you know, in the house. I said, I like it. I think this is great. So, you know, most of the cocktails that we do, now the old fashions, you know, so there's basically cocktails that you can, that are drink.
Drink. Sorry.
Clock's going off, so everybody. All right. So true cocktail, you know, typically is, you know, mixer, all that, you know, all the fancy stuff. However, there are a handful of cocktails that you can. We got people?
No, we're good.
Okay. That you can mix in a glass. You know, you build them in the glass. And obviously, I believe those are an easier cocktail. So it's a great cocktail. Boom, pour. And then especially when the ratios are easy as well. Meaning no measuring, no nothing. This is one of those cocktails. This cocktail is meant to build in the glass and to be straight up, very easy, very simple. So basically, it is the Aperol Spritz. Let me find my Aperol. I know I have it. Maybe I don't have it. Maybe Shelby has it. Oh, nope, I have it. Boom, Aperol.
There it is.
So this is another type of bitter.
Which?
Aperol. Yeah, an orange bitter liqueur. So same family that like Cynar, Campari, Malort. Malort is like I think like a second cousin removed is what I think it is, you know? It's kind of the, you know, person that shows up at the wedding and they're like, who the hell's that? Oh, it's your second cousin. Oh, really? So
Well, I'm going to say that you showed up at a wedding this year and you were the brother.
I was.
You're the uncle.
I was like, that was fun though. So ended up meeting a lot of your family for the first time. So I am, you know, by marriage, an uncle, and was in the front of the church. Like, we were in the front row.
He doesn't know anybody.
I don't know anybody. And people were like, they're in the front row of the church, like up there. And yeah, we had a quick standing.
Beautiful wedding, though.
It was
so
beautiful.
Much fun. Bambreeze.
So, yeah. So, at least I wasn't. Yeah. So, I guess I was the Malort of the wedding. We've all been Malort once or twice in our lives, right? I mean,
Sorry.
that's okay. So anyway, I was asked for something good and easy, and I think Shelby would agree. This is a great build in the glass cocktail, right?
Yes.
It's really the way it's supposed to be done.
And it was introduced to one of my favorite people right here.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. That's how we learned on a cruise, wasn't it?
Apple Spritz.
Get in here.
Get in here.
Come on. We got people out there. There she comes. We won't put you on camera.
Good.
You can stay right there.
Okay.
But yeah, that's right. So
Yes.
we did this crazy cruise, all the families, right?
planned it 3 weeks before we left.
Yeah. And so
Right before COVID.
So talk about this. That was the last trip before COVID. So before this happened, and this I mean like the quarantine cocktail show, that was the trip, and I'll never forget. So for all those news stories that were on Wonderful about how great we did at the the cocktail or the coat drive, there's also a video out there of me with Max and Chloe and Shelby being stopped at the Delta counter as we're going on that trip. Do you remember? Did you see that one, Alan?
I saw it.
Yeah. And they were like, "Are you worried about traveling with everything going on?" We're like, "Oh, come on, it's nothing."
So we flew out February 28th.
Okay.
We got back March 1st. We fly out on the 1st? Yeah.
Okay.
And we went into lockdown March 17th.
Yeah, we just got back.
We literally, because my boss came to me and said, "Didn't you just get back from a cruise?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "We're definitely sending you home." And I'm like, "What? What's wrong?" She's like, "You're definitely going into lockdown for 30 days. She's like, "Because we don't know with you traveling."
So that was back in the early days of we didn't know
We didn't know exactly what
we didn't know
was
exactly
coming
what was. We didn't know what the real symptoms were or what happened.
Right.
So this also happened on the cruises. Chloe got sick.
That's right.
But she was like food poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
And she couldn't shake it. So she was getting sick. Yep. And we were all, I was like, we're not sending you to the, whatchamacallit, the bridge or whatever, and on the cruise ship because, it's food poisoning. And we were very confident. So it wasn't, but I was like, oh my God, I'll never see you again. Like, no, you'll be in the infirmary, forever. And, So
I remember when we got on the cruise, we were there for the first night. I see a sign for Aperol.
Yeah.
And I looked at Shelby.
I swear to God, people, this story is coming full circle right here to Aperol. It's coming around. Hang in with us.
I looked at Shelby and I said, "Oh my God, I had the most amazing drink literally just a couple weeks ago. It's called an Aperol Spritz. We have to get one. You have to try it." She's like, "Okay." We buzzed right to the bar. And we rocked it right over.
Yeah, it signs up and everything with Aperol.
And I fell in love 2 weeks before, but haven't stopped drinking since.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the story of the first love of Aperol Spritz.
So, no, it's fantastic. It's a great, I like it all the time, but great summer. I mean, and it's such a great, if you've never had it, it's a great, easy cocktail. It's fun, simple. And so everybody knows, the Spritz has been around since the 1800s. Yeah, so here's where you want to know where the Spritz came from? Northern Italy. So I don't want to say the timing of this is interesting, but the rationale back then, oh wait, wrong drink, hold on. No, the 1800s is still right, but what was happening is that these visitors and soldiers, they were going to get wine in northern Italy. And the problem was the wines were really strong. So a lot of these people, they couldn't drink them. They were just like, oh, it's too much. So these were folks coming out of like Germany and that. So what they would say is they needed a splash of soda in the wine so that they could drink it. Well, splash in German is
Spritz.
Speaking German over here.
Look at you.
Look at you speaking German.
Just so fluent.
Yeah, I know. Where's Max? Max, are you still up? Come on. It took 2 years of German. You should know this. But yeah, so that's where the term came from. No, you don't know. You don't know. So the idea was that became a spritz. So when you have a liqueur and you add soda to it, it's now called a spritz. Created back in 1800s. So there you go.
So everybody's getting drunk on spritzes.
Yeah. And then, do you want one more word of the day?
Sure.
I'm going to get you. I'm going to have you speak in German and Italian with this one cocktail. This is actually an aperitif. So this was meant to be served at before your meal.
Okay.
And the name Aperol is actually Italian for aperitif.
It's like appetizer?
Yeah.
Like you can have it before and after.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah. But anyway, that's where the word Aperol comes from. It's Italian for aperitif. So there you go. The more you know.
The more you know.
All right. So for God's sakes, Paul, just make the drink. So ice.
Ice, baby.
Oh, where did I go?
Didn't work. I was trying to grab my sweatshirt.
All right. So
thank you.
Here
it was an imaginary thing, but thank you.
You manifested it.
So a good, easy cocktail, and the ratio, it's 3-2-1. So 3 parts, 2 parts, 1 part. They just kind of go in a weird order. So it's 3 parts Prosecco, 2 parts Aperol, 1 part club soda. So you probably want to do your Aperol first. So 2 parts. So imagine that glass divided into 6 parts. Are you keeping in mind that they're concave? So the
You
first
do know it's after
few,
1 o'clock.
nobody's watching. It's just us. I mean, I'm just entertaining. No, there are people on. I see them.
kind of do that for a living.
Yeah,
I can't tell.
I'm having a hard time with it.
I don't know if people are on.
So we're gonna go. Show me this.
Yeah, here.
6? 6?
Look at that.
6 feels.
So that's about 2 parts, and then we're gonna go 3 parts Prosecco. So this hopefully will take me almost.
And since I'm not watching on 3 devices, that means just
It's
Just a
legit.
tip.
it is.
And then
See if I can get it.
now I will say the only thing I do, you're supposed to be able to just mix it straight up right here. I always like to give it a little stir.
I do too.
So, but theoretically, you top it with soda. There's your 1. Actually, I do 2 things when I make mine. You know what I do. So my little trick, because we make these quite often. That's it. It's done.
What? We do?
I like to just a splash on top, and then yes, always.
It's extra stomach settling. That's what I like to look at it as.
And then what I like to do is
He's not doing the traditional college
That's like a good one.
right.
And he can make that decision.
How's that?
We
Boom.
have a straw now.
But he can make that
Here's straw.
decision.
For what? Oh, to taste it.
Yeah, she wants a straw.
Oh, you want a straw? Yeah, I can use straw.
I was telling Sylvia that that's the exact type of glass we drank out of it on the cruise.
It's a bamboo straw. Well, we recycle. So there it is. Boom. Aperol.
Looks nice.
Spritz.
Yum. Such a beautiful color.
Folks, you can put I tie my shoe.
Do you want the shoe can?
Give me the shoe can.
Oh, that's tasty. Of course it is.
Probably does. I mean, welcome to the guys.
Got my joggers on. Stand on my feet all the whole time.
Wow.
Good.
Paul, that is amazing.
No, appreciate it. And thank you for the recap on the history that we have on this. Right?
Exactly. And thanks to Resurrection.
And thank you, Resurrection.
All right.
All right. So there's a little splash. There I can.
That won't go to waste.
I didn't think it would. Oh God. Oh man. There's a lot. This is a very, very full. Oh yeah, I'll need ice.
A lot happening in this.
Yeah, this is a big one.
These two.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is a great one
Scorpions.
too. Huh?
Some scorpions.
It's a lot of scorpions. I get it now. Nice. I was nodding and like I had it and I didn't and now I do.
Okay, got it.
I got it. Yes. This is absolutely classic Scorpions right here. As in rock me like a hurricane. Wait, is it rock me or rock you like?
It's rock me like a hurricane. Yeah.
So here we are. We're getting into the good ones now. Well, they'll all be good ones. But this is an absolute fun one. I know so because I have it right here. This is absolutely. I don't know that I could do this one without the recipe card. So we are back in. You don't realize have we had any New Orleans drinks so far? I know we have a lot coming up.
Okay.
In case anybody's keeping track at home, our cocktail show. Are you ready for this, Alan? I did the math. So we still are running every Sunday night. So if you're sitting there going, where can I get more quality entertainment like this on a weekly basis? Because Paul, you know what, 24 hours just isn't going to be enough. I hear you. I get it. It's not enough. It's not enough for me. So much so that we still every Sunday do this show. Now on Sundays when we do the show though, it is always a new episode, meaning it's a new cocktail. Like tonight, obviously we're repeating some cocktails. 58 versions of the old fashioned. No, I think we have 10. But, and then, we've got a couple that are, and that's fine. But on Sundays, they're always a different one. New history, all that. I believe last count, 218.
You've made 218 different cocktails.
Not different. Here's the thing. Let's be clear. Not only have we made 218 different cocktails, which yes, that is true. We've made 2, at least, and we've drank 218 cocktails. Can I tell you when I go to the doctors, the question of, well, do you feel like you drink often? What is my, I don't even want to answer these questions anymore. I'm uncomfortable.
I think you're at the low end. I think you're fine to answer.
I don't know.
You're a charity drinker.
Well, yeah, but I do it for the kids.
You do it for the kids.
I do. One of the greatest things I've ever been able to say. I drink because of the kids. I drink for the kids.
Drink for the kids.
So, but yeah. And, but yeah, 218. And some of these we visited. It's what I'm amazed at is like in tonight, today when we go through these 75 cocktails, that there are a handful, quite a few that I've never done even on a. You would think after 200 cocktails, seen it all, done it all, there cannot be any more cocktails out there, and yet here we sit, and I've never done a lot of these riffs. Well. Can we rewind and go back to the Blue Blazer?
Blue Blazer,
right?
Yeah, that was cool. That was kind of pretty,
right?
Yeah.
I want to go back and see it because I feel like it turned out.
Yeah,
Joe,
at the end.
Did you see the Blue Blazer on the TV or in here? How did it look on the TV?
It looks good.
I mean, I know I need to work on it. It was the first time.
The flames were seen. In fact, Gladabelle even sent me a text and said, "Yay, flames!" So you can see the flames.
Good.
It looked good.
Yeah, I'll have to try that one again.
I agree.
It was. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It was nerve wracking. I mean, I don't. Here's the thing. This is made of wood, soaked in alcohol for 218 episodes. So I mean, this thing is like it's not even a tinderbox. It's like
rum soaked.
Yeah, rum soaked. It's like
so. would you count in 218 episodes? Is that individual episodes? Are you counting like last year's telethon?
No.
So I feel like you should be adding the telethons now into those numbers.
So if we add the telethon and then this one, we will jump from 218 to 50. So that'd be 268, and then 75.
I mean, what do you think, Adam? Do you think you should include those?
Those are. It's a little bitty. It's a little individual show.
So it's what Max and I call these ESPN stats. These are those like freaky stats that you kind of work on where you're like, like right now, this is probably the what time is it? I would say probably within a block area, this is probably probably in the 10-mile area, this is probably the largest cocktail show going on right now.
It's true. Steve might have something going on up there.
Yeah, Steve. That was awesome.
It was. It was very... That threw me off. I walked past, so like, there's another face on the TV that I don't... Whose face is that? It looks fabulous.
Yeah, it turned out great. Yeah. Once we figured it out.
So much so that I was like, oh, look, Don's on there. I didn't realize that. I forget you have to reset that.
Oh, yeah. All right. So we're on 17.
17.
We're
no.
Fourth of the way there?
Yes, we're on 17.
20. Almost. It's fine. It's working. It's happening. It's happening. Do you know how much money we've raised already, though? Actually, you do know how much money we've raised.
I do know how much money.
Now, is this call-in money?
This is only from this phone right here tonight.
All right.
Early on. We are 5 hours into this.
Yep.
We have raised $6,150 just from people calling that phone tonight.
It's amazing.
I wonder what we'll be able to wrangle.
Now, last year, if I remember correctly, it was
I'm sure you do.
8,300.
That was our final take.
Take from that phone. Just from the phone.
So we have something to beat.
Yeah, we've got to go.
And we're not doing bad. I mean, we're only 5 hours in.
Correct.
19 to go.
Yeah.
Again, if you're keeping score at home.
I really wish we weren't.
I know. Yeah.
I'm on marathon mode.
Yeah, you have to. That's why I'm trying to just, Nikki, thank you.
What?
Thank you. Crackers.
Crackers.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
I get little treats, unicorns, crackers.
She's kind of like a crow.
Karens.
Oh, that's where the Karen. She was concerned. She didn't know where the Karen went. I'll point it out to her later.
I lost one Rocktail. All right. So this drink that we're in somewhat building, but yet we haven't done it yet.
Because you're intimidated.
This one's work. It's gonna fall. I cannot. I still am surprised about that.
They're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
How are they gonna know? They're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
See, you have TikTok. You didn't watch TikTok.
All right. So this one, you know who this is going out to, don't you?
Absolutely.
Want to say hi?
Hi.
It's a little late.
Hello.
We're going to Doug and Vicky Gober.
I know. Oh, you meant camera-wise.
Yeah, I was.
No.
What? Too late. You're not on there.
There I am. You're fine. So, dear friends, there's a lot of interesting stuff here. So I've known Doug for years. Met Vicky later. Here's the fact about her. So, this drink is coming out from Pat O'Brien's. Right?
She's the entertainer, right?
She has played piano at Pat O'Brien's. Now, Doug would have to correct me on this, but I believe on the edge of about 40 some years.
Wait, she's been entertaining it?
Playing the piano.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, just like this. Ready? This is what she does. We're good.
Doug is on right now.
Come on.
He's on.
Doug, you're there.
He said, "Am I up next?" Actually,
you're on now. We were waiting on you, baby. You're up. So we're just talking about you. So if you're listening, and I don't know if you can text on here or not, or you tell us, but I said I think Vicky is a little over 40 years at Pat O'Brien's. That's amazing. And then, of course, you just saw our wonderful rendition of me pretending to play. Now, I don't know how this works, but I got a feeling we're getting a call. We're going to get the facts straight here. BMQ, you're live. Okay, I'm going to... Yep, go ahead. Turn her down. Yeah, I'm trying to mute here. There we go. We have the same problem we do it here. How are you, man? I'm doing great. Congratulations again on the wonderful work you guys are doing. Well, we can't do it without people like you, so the thanks goes right back to you. So, Paul was asking the question about Vicky. Yes. As of October of 2022, Vicky has been playing and singing at Pat O'Brien's for 42 years.
Holy cow.
I knew it was. I remembered you sharing that. That's amazing. For more than 30 of those years, probably closer to more than 35 maybe, she would go on at 8 or 9 at night, get off at 3 or 4 in the morning, 5 nights a week. Oh my God! That's almost as bad as this. It is quite an amazing accomplishment, and yet she's now playing with people that weren't, that are 2 generations older than people who were not even born when she started. Wow. That's got to be just crazy.
How many pianos has she gone through?
Yeah. How many pianos has she gone through there? I would say probably about 6 sets. 6 sets. These things actually do wear out with that much utilization. So, yeah, they do wear out. It's pretty amazing. Honestly, it's an amazing story, and it's quite an achievement. But the interesting thing is that she still has more energy than anybody else that walks in the place, including the customers. It's amazing to watch it and observe it, and I'm very proud. Obviously, I'm married up, and oh yeah, I'm very proud of her and what she does. We are also very proud of you guys and what you do annually to help kids and the things that you do. We support it personally. We support it through our business. Paul, I will let you know that I'm not going to stay up until 4:30, so it's my time again. We are actually leaving on a flight at 10 a.m., so I'm not going to stay up that late, but I want you to know that we are so excited again about what's going on with the Telethon and with the work that you're doing. And we are incredibly excited about the involvement of your kids in this project. I think they probably are the ones who encourage you to continue it, and their involvement in this, to me, is one of the coolest things of this entire project. So we're big supporters. We support all that you're doing. We're not big drinkers, but we like to watch people who are. If you can imagine Vicky working at Pat O'Brien's all these years and not being a drinker herself, is probably the only way she is maintained her employment. So we're thrilled to be involved with this, and we're excited about what you guys are doing. Well, again, thank you, because like I said, you guys you've sponsored and been part of this since we've been doing it, and it's a huge help. I couldn't stand here and drink in public like this without people like you. So I think I owe you a gratitude of thanks, but no, it's been fantastic. And, one of the biggest treats I love when we've been able to come down and, go to Pat O'Brien's is you have to do it. But to know Vicky and to be able to sit, like we've sat right up front, right beside her, and, it's a treat for sure.
I have actually been going in there myself for, I first started going in there when I was 18. And so that's almost 40 years now. That would be almost 50 years now.
Oh.
And then, of course, I was probably going in there when she had started playing, didn't know who she was, but that didn't take long to determine that very quickly. But I will tell you that it's pretty fascinating to sit behind her and watch her play.
Yeah.
And we're very excited about anytime we get to share that with folks from out of town. It's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, I agree. It is. It's a treat. So, well, we hope to be down there soon. I will tell you that it's been a while. And
well, we're looking forward to it, and we are fortunate that convention business brings funeral and cemetery people in here, even when they're not doing funeral and cemetery convention work. They come with their husbands or wives, and so we get to see a lot of funeral folks, even when they're not here for funeral events.
yeah, that's right.
It's kind of cool, and then we have people coming down, and we get to share this with them, and it's one of the things that has certainly kept us right where we are and as happy as clams to be here.
Well, we got one conference I know coming up next year. We'll be down there. You probably know the Catholic Cemetery Conference. They have their annual down there this year. So
I do.
Can't wait.
I am aware of that. We had the NFTMA conference here this year.
Yeah, it's a great spot. Like I said, I cannot wait to have a reason to get back down there.
Well, I appreciate what you guys are doing, and you have our full support.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to. I'm going to give you a chance to turn the volume back on. I'm going to do my best at this hurricane, but I'm going to share the stories of where it came from, and I don't go yelling at me, but I have to start off by telling the obviously the wrong story, where some people still believe that this is a New York drink. But don't worry, I'll clear it up.
You do a great job, brother. You got the story right.
All right. Well, thanks for everything. Appreciate it. Tell Vicky hi.
And happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Keep it going. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving and all that other good stuff. We'll see you folks there.
See you soon. Cheers to the whole family, man. I'm happy for you.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
You too.
Bye. All right. So now it's time. We're going to make the hurricane. For God's sakes, Paul, make the damn drink. I know. Geez, make the damn drink. So there's a lot of stuff in this cart for this one. So before I make it, I got to at least
talking about it.
I know I feel like it'll go away.
It will not.
We can cut the camera and say, oh, and then come back and put a red drink there and go, and that's how you make the hurricane.
It's Commonwealth.
Yeah, it's Commonwealth all over again. This looks about like the Commonwealth. Jesus, like it's full.
And I'm not sure I have everything in there.
So here's where it came from, in case you're curious. 1939. So there's two, and the better the cocktail, the more chance that it has some sort of like competing stories to it. So this is absolutely one of them. So 1939, first story, first version, New York World's Fair. So there's a bar in New York that happens to be called the Hurricane Bar. And they have the hurricane glass, and they say that in 1939, they created this drink, and that's what everybody now knows, and that's where it came from. Now, there aren't many people who buy that version, because the better story, and the one that we all know, is that this absolutely was Pat O'Brien's. And not only is that where you go to get a hurricane, that's where it started. But the best part about that story is how they claim they created it. And it was because of this. Here's where you have to understand when it happened. It's 1940. This is right after World War II. Well, there was a couple things that were really hard to get after World War II. One was whiskey, bourbon, and scotch. Hard to get those. You know, you could get rum. Like, they were tripping over bottles of rum. Matter of fact, to get a bottle of whiskey, the story was that you had to buy 5 bottles of rum, and then they would let you buy 1 bottle of whiskey. That's how they were getting rid of it. So the problem is now you got these bars like Pat O'Brien's, and they're oozing with rum, but they got no rum drinks. They create the hurricane, and it was purely to create this great rum drink so they could get rid of all of the stuff. And by God, let's just make it, because it's not going away. And it is delicious. I love it. It's a sweet drink, but it is delicious. So let's just. Oh, thanks for all the ice.
I tried to break it down as best I could.
It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. That is good ice right there. So.
I'm trying to scare the cat, who's been terrified to come down, and so everybody is.
So we are going to need some rums. So just like World War II, let me move some things around here. Let me get some things moved. Boom, boom, boom. I guess we don't need our timer. So the timer stopped at 99 minutes. That was short-lived excitement, you know. All right, light rum, and we need a dark rum. Bear with me, people. I have a dark rum. I'm just trying to decide how dark of a rum we want to go with, Shelbs. How dark do you want to go?
Dark.
Dark?
Dark, dark.
Dark. Well, then how about we go with some Myers, the original dark rum. All right, so what we're coming in with is 2 ounces. 2 ounces light. Now, if you're sitting there like, remember this place, Alan?
I've been there.
We've been there.
With you guys.
We've been to that plant, and we have tasted it fresh. All right, and then here's your dark. All right, so there's light and dark. What else do we need, Paul? We need OJ.
He's in Vegas.
OJ. That's some good tuning. 130 humor right there. All right, 2 ounces of OJ. All right. So as I squeeze and use this juicer, do you remember when we bought like a whole, like I bought a bunch of these from China, and so I bought this juicer originally. It's the greatest juice in the world. I joke, you can put an almond in here, and I can make almond milk. That's how good this juicer is. And anyway, everyone's like, "Oh my God, I want the juicer," and so we ended up getting a bunch, and that was our top shelf. That was one of our first years.
I have one.
Yeah? Still use it?
Yeah. It's downstairs on our bar.
All right,
I'll put some little kids through school.
Yeah. Oh, that was what we said.
Yeah.
All right, 2 ounces of OJ.
That looks good.
Right? Oh, it's going to get better. 2 ounces of passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
You remember now.
Huh?
You remember now.
Yeah. So I will say passion fruit juice is not easy to find. And so we find it normally in the international section of a supermarket. Oh, it's got It's just got a great flavor, and you really need it because just give it a smell. Because if you've ever had a hurricane,
You know, there's that ingredient.
there's a real sweet smell to it. It's unlike anything. A lot of people think it's like grenadine. We're going to talk about that today. So passion fruit, half-ounce simple syrup.
He's gonna run out of space.
I know. Half ounce. Then we're going to come in with half-ounce grenadine. Probably the most misunderstood of all the syrups out there. Most people buy grenadine in a bottle, bright red. That is not really grenadine, and it's horrible. Please stop using it. You know, it's worse than building cairns in the forest. It's more destructive. In the streams.
You can do it in the forest. You can't do it in the waterways.
Oh, the waterways. That's where it's bad because and then they fall over and then they.
No, because if you do them in the streams,
You're lifting the rocks up.
That are the natural habitat. Exactly.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Never too old to learn.
In the woods, it's fine.
Okay. So, grenadine is actually pomegranate syrup. Is really what it is. So pomegranates. Some pomegranates still put like orange peel in it to give it a little bite. I do mine kind of pure, but this is pure grenadine, and we're gonna go half an ounce. And then last thing, we need half an ounce of lime juice. Dude, we're getting ready for we already talked to Bert. Don't know who it is. Here we go. BMQ, you are live.
Am I live?
Yes. I can attest that you are live.
Is this Mr. Polar Masters?
It is?
Well, I think there's $100 pledge coming your way, my friend.
I know who this is. Mr. Andy, how are you?
My brother from another mother. You know that? I'm proud of everything you've done.
It is good to hear you, man. Good to hear you, man. How you been?
You look good on video, and you sound better in sound.
Yeah.
You don't have a face for radio. Oh, wait, you do.
You gotta like the shirts, though, right?
It's amazing.
I'm telling you, I'm ready. I'm just for travel. A jacket over this, boom, done. I think it looked good.
Love you, brother. You know that. It's a great cause, and I'm just whatever we can do to help, we will.
Well, you just did. So just tuning in, making a donation. Those are awesome because I don't get to do this unless people do that. So thank you very much.
And I'll be up late, so I will make sure you're staying awake.
Anytime you start to see me starting to lean too much, you just call up, keep me awake.
Hey, love you, Shelby. You know that. Miss you guys, and keep up the good fight.
Thanks, man. Tell Jess we said hi.
Love you, miss you.
Love you guys.
All right, man. We'll see you. Haven't heard from him in a while. That's awesome. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. All right, last thing we're doing is a little bit of lime.
A few hours.
Yeah. We're not going anywhere.
We'll be here in the morning.
Got a half-ounce lime.
So it's good seeing you again.
There it is. Folks, coming around. All we need is that. What do you think, Alan?
It looks
this is
like a lot.
This is a good one. It does look like a lot. Oh. Now, I will tell you, the only difference between mine and the ones you get there, and they're not using real grenadine. And when the real red grenadine, you will absolutely get a different colored drink than mine.
Just curious, how much does that cost?
Like
if you go to the bar down there,
to buy it,
is it an expensive drink? It looks expensive.
They're not cheap. I had a picture of me so that so normally comes in hurricane glass. Of all the bar where I don't have a hurricane, is that kind of like wavy, and kind of with the fluted top, pops out of the top, and like a regular size one, and they serve it in plastic cups too, especially when it gets late. There's a lot more sold in those, and I forget what it is. Chubb, do you remember how much a hurricane is at Pat O'Brien's?
Is it like a $15 drink?
Probably.
Okay.
That's where I would put it.
It's huge.
Well, and then they have the giant
I was gonna
ones.
say, that's not even. I mean, that's not the size of. We don't have an actual. You get what you pay for, sure.
And then this one. Starting to thin out a little bit. People.
We are the only ones, except for the guys upstairs, are I think working on a midnight snack or a 2 a.m. snack.
So I was telling Alan, the only thing different about mine versus theirs is mine is a natural red. Theirs is they use the fake grenadine, and I'm not knocking them for that.
Well, they have to.
They have to
at that volume.
Yeah, you can't. Now, this is also one where we're gonna blue monkey it up. What do you think, Alan?
Oh, yeah. Looks nice.
Should we? I feel like I can do this better. Oh, you know what I should do? Hold on. How's that?
It's beautiful.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Come on, let's take a peek at this. That's a... Oh, wait, let me move.
Looks great.
Yeah? Clear?
Yep.
All right. Let's give it a try. For God's sakes, Paul. Just drink it. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's it. So, that flavor, without that passion fruit, and I've made it without that passion fruit juice before, it really
makes a difference.
Yeah, here, take a sip. Because you're going to, there's a flavor, it's like almost a tart, and that's it.
Yep.
That's what makes it. Otherwise, it's just, a lot of red.
Love it.
All right.
Well, thanks again to Doug and Vicky.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was awesome. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here, let me...
Are you putting dead fruit? Where are you putting dead fruit?
I'm putting them in the cans.
Okay.
Let you have them back. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Hold. Where's that? Here, I'm gonna. Can I go there? Oh, here. Hold on. All right. Here we go. We're getting close to another hour.
We are. And we need to shut down after this one.
We can run over. It'll be all right.
Yep.
Is this the last one before the hour break?
Yes.
Is it really? Look at us. Just for fun, can I tell you about the last 2 hours of the night tomorrow?
Sure.
Have you looked? So, I'm not the strongest mathematician out there. I admit it.
All right.
So, in my head, I played a game and I was like, okay, basically, we need to do about, which anytime somebody's going to do math and they start off with the word about, it's probably not impressive, right? So I knew we had to do about 3 cocktails an hour, right? So I thought 3 an hour, that gets us pretty close. And it does, except for the last 2 hours where all of the almosts add up. Yeah. So the last 2 hours, which I think it's going to be fun. This is a nice, comfortable pace. You know what I mean? We can talk, and the last 2 hours, it's a sprint. Because I think to get those done, we got to hit 9 cocktails.
Yeah, 3. You're going to be 3. Yeah, you got to do 9 because you're 3 short.
Yeah.
On the 24.
Yeah. Unless we go an extra hour.
I'm not sure. Not sure that's going to happen.
I feel like when 24 hours hits, boom, lights off, we're shutting her down. She's outie. So.
Yeah, I will be too.
I know. And don't worry, I got a plan.
I love it. I got a plan.
Like Murdoch off of. All right. Shelby. No, we lost Shelby.
She's cleaning. She's washing dishes.
Never ends.
No, not tonight. It doesn't.
No, this is nonstop. So, you ready for this one?
I am ready.
Is this the 4th old fashioned now, or the 3rd? Am I off? How many am I off?
We have done.
I feel like I need this.
3rd.
This is the 3rd.
Mm-hmm. 3rd one.
So this is old fashioned. I like the abrupt stop of the music that I was able to secure.
We could have had Vicky send us.
Oh, what are we thinking?
Yeah, I mean, you've got an expert. Send us up a little riff.
40-some years? She probably knows what she's doing.
Maybe, yeah, I bet she does.
I think so. I feel like
pretty sure.
Yeah, probably not getting fired.
You could be an establishment like that for 40 years.
I'm eating my dinner. I think we have a snack coming soon.
Right. The chefs are not sleeping. The chefs are creating right now.
We'll share the food with everyone. All right. So we are into another fantastic old-fashioned riff. So this one, I think we have a logo. Yeah, Precoa.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to, this one's going all the way to Washington. So this is kind of fun because it is
Washington State or Washington
State.
Wow.
Yeah.
A long way from home.
Long way from home. And my phone's dead. So it's almost 2. So let's back it to 1, 12. So it's 11.
Yeah.
So Tyler, you should be up. Tyler Anderson, if you're out there, this is your cocktail. So this was another, it was a request for a bourbon old-fashioned,
yeah.
But I can't make the same bourbon old-fashioned. So in my mind, I wanted to do something that was kind of that way. So, and when I say that, I don't know why, this is what I came up with. In my mind, it's a lot of nature, a lot of trees. I'm thinking maple trees. I'm thinking north, and I'm thinking maple syrup.
Is there a pine cone in there? What are you doing?
What was my? Did I? No treats. Oh, she's gone.
She is gone.
All right.
Your treat fairy.
My treat fairy is gone. She'll be back.
Your treat fairy will be back in the morning.
Yeah, it's all good. So, now, I don't know if I've been keeping track, but I'm trying to also share some history of the old fashioned every time we go down this road. But this glass was built for that old fashioned, and so much so that is why this glass is called the old fashioned. So if you go out and you buy glassware, that's an old fashioned glass because it's built for an old fashioned. And that was all pre-prohibition. Another fun fact, post-prohibition, they tried to start adding new fruits. So they're kind of doing riffs. Mm-hmm. And so fruit pre-prohibition, apparently a little harder. Afterwards, more readily available, and they even have cocktail recipes for old fashions where they were using like pineapple. I don't have a pineapple one out there, but I do have a maple one.
I'm pretty glad that there's not a pineapple one. That doesn't sound delicious.
No.
Maybe it would taste like a pineapple upside down cake. Maybe.
Oh.
Can I ask you a question? Because you just said that glass.
It's called an old fashioned.
But that was a Manhattan glass, right? Is that what you said? Or an old fashioned glass?
Old fashioned glass.
Okay.
But I mean,
why is it also called a rocks glass?
So I mean, that is another term for it. But just another. But originally, and it's fine. You can call it either one.
Okay.
But a lot of people will call it an old fashioned glass, and it's got its name because that's what an old fashioned was always served in.
I just know you always have the history of all this, so I thought maybe.
Yeah. No. It's fair. Yeah. And if not, I just make it up, and I hope nobody checks.
Yeah. No, nobody's checking.
Nobody's checking. Not at 2 in the morning.
No, there's no fact checkers sending me stuff right now.
I appreciate that. So here is the maple old fashioned. Here we go. So again, these are fun because once you figure out and you master the old fashioned, it's pretty easy after that. So it's 1 cube, right? We're going to come in with our bitters.
I think you've low mastered the old fashioned tonight. Bitters?
3.
Yep.
There's your first.
There's your first
2, 3. Again, try not to break the glass when you do it.
I'm learning tonight too. The first one's on the dip.
Yeah, there's always one's going to pour out on you. And then, again, splash of water.
All right. And why the splash of water again? Just
so old recipe. That's they always did it, and it cuts it a little bit. And there's a lot of places. If you go in and order one in a restaurant, they probably won't do it. Some of them do. We got quite a few more old fashions to go. So I got one coming up that'll really share on some another way. Yeah.
Highlighted every old fashioned.
Pretty impressive with that little, right? Folks, the amount of time and energy that we put into this.
The script notes that I have here. It's just amazing.
Yeah, Michael was rather impressed with the big spreadsheet in the back.
Michael. Trisha.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it's.
He was like,
we'll take a camera back. We'll show that in a little bit. It's pretty impressive. I wonder if the camera will go that far.
Well, the camera will. I don't know if the wire will. Sorry. It's that 2 o'clock in the morning humor that's making me laugh.
It's there. All right, so we muddle. So 2 o'clock in the morning, I need another glass. I actually did mess this one up because I forgot that I'm making a maple. So I'm going to save this one though. That's just an old fashioned. So forget everything you just saw, but the language was still correct. So once you learn how to make it, they're always the same. It is
1 cube.
It's sugar. It's always 1 sugar.
1 sugar.
In this case, our sugar is the maple syrup. That's our difference. So we're going to come in with basically 1 cube. So we're going to do like 2 bar spoons of maple syrup. Yeah, we're getting ready for food. Is that you?
That's
getting
me.
hungry.
Getting hungry.
Splash water. Still going to do our bitters. I wonder if no, yeah, here. 1, 2. So there's our bitters. And then, thank you, bitters that, then we can still come in with our orange zest. Now we can come in with our ice ball. And 2 ounces. It looks like more than 2. It looks like 2.
It does like that.
I'm going to save that because I'm not going to waste all that work. And then we stir. There it is. I'm kind of curious about the maple one. So it's really interesting. There are so many. So the other fun thing about an old fashioned is I've chosen intentionally to stick with the bourbon base for 2 reasons. One, everybody that asked for an old fashioned or said they wanted the drink said they wanted bourbon, so I felt like I should honor them and do it the way they said. The other reason, and then we're going to come in because I would think this would just be perfect with there, right? Put that cherry in. Sure, this may be yours. May I?
Absolutely.
But what I was going to say is, any old fashioned, it's just a spirit. So you can make, if you look up old fashions, there's mezcal old fashions, there's rum old fashions. I mean, there's gin old fashions. I mean, you name it, it's out there. But I still think these are the winners. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's nice. The maple syrup's actually pretty subtle. But it's got a nice back end to it. Would you like to? And that ice is fantastic, by the way. So, right?
Yeah, I'll sip on that. Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice? You know what? I forgot I have a whole rock me like a hurricane over here. All right. So, can I put both of these in there too? Folks, I think we are
At
the hour.
Are we at the hour? How do we look at it? I mean, we're not like we're not crazy off of time.
Nope. Let's thank the sponsor, Percoa.
Yeah, Percoa. Yeah, thank you, Tyler. So again, that's another great one. So they've gone through. He and his family are amazing. They have. So they actually had a funeral home up north. Shelby, what town? What town was funeral home they had? No. But close. Anyway, up north. And I can't remember which town. Close to Middletown. But that's not Middletown.
Hamilton, Springboro.
Man. Sorry, Tyler. But anyway, and we just moved on. And I mean, yeah, now they built a lot of stuff up and ended up merging with Percoa and have become just a huge pre-need provider. Writing insurance all over U.S. now. So I give him props. I also tell Tyler that when they stop back in town from Washington, to make sure and look us up so we can go have a beer. So
Absolutely.
Hopefully that'll be soon. And but yeah, so thank you, Percoa. Great cocktail. Hope you enjoy. And yeah, we're at another 2-hour block knocked off. Wait, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're into our 4th 2-hour block.
Correct.
All right, folks, we're going to shut it down for just a minute. We'll reset it, and we'll be right back. So hang in there. We'll be back in 2.